think the most powerful and exciting feature of the case method is also its principal challenge, which is that on most days, students have just as much influence over the course of the discussion as professors do. And when you get 93 brains looking at a case and looking for new angles, you are virtually guaranteed to emerge with something new, something that you'd never considered before or explored in any depth.
It's a very respectful way of learning. It requires a lot of trust in students, a lot of trust in the professor to get to the broader learning that we want to achieve.
Natalia and I are development economists. We study how to empower small businesses in the developing world. I think Husk Power is a great demonstration of the magic of the case method. They provide clean energy to rural households and small businesses in India and in parts of East Africa.
It is an organization that is thinking about how to help entrepreneurs overcome the challenges that they face in a poor country, and at the same time thinking about how to do that sustainably by earning enough money to actually make it in the long run.
Our plan had been to discuss the business models, and at some point, some student raised her hand and decided that she would refocus discussion on Husk's investors. Her question was, who are these people who were willing to take a bet on the earliest versions of Husk's business model when it was clearly an unprofitable business model? That discussion was hugely formative, not only for how we now teach the case, but also for the kinds of work, research, case writing that Natalia and I do today.
It really spurred a new research agenda for myself and for Ben, in which we think about impact investors in the United States and what exactly are they doing, why are they making those decisions, and are they having the kind of impact that they hope to be having, and is that the most efficient way for us to kind of have a social impact as a business community?
We really became quite interested in the kinds of investors who place social impact, environmental impact on the same level, on the same plane as their financial returns. And I think that's what led Natalia to really focus on Collab Capital.
So Colab is an exciting new venture capital firm. So it was started by 3 Black entrepreneurs, and they kind of have a dual goal. First, they want to make as much money as they can. And secondly, they want to do that by exploiting an opportunity that they believe has been unexploited in the market so far in venture capital, which is to invest in Black entrepreneurs. And in that way, they have both a financial mission, but at the same time, to have the social impact in which they can make communities of color wealthier. And this is one of the most concrete opportunities that students have to evaluate, hey, this new firm, this is one of their main missions, is to empower Black entrepreneurs. Are they doing it in a way that we think is going to be sustainable, that it's going to have a big impact? And if the answer is maybe, what other ways could we think of here in this classroom to fix venture capital, given that we really care about making sure that venture capital is inclusive? They're really at the frontier of the kinds of questions that they are facing both in the business world, but also from a social perspective.
The students here are so hungry for learning about the kinds of businesses that make a positive impact on the world. And if at the end of the day, you feel that you've raised more questions than answers, it's very likely that you've built a great case. That kind of intellectual freedom allows you to explore just a huge range of important questions.